So good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, March 5th, 2020. The time is 9 o'clock. This is our weekly community development meeting, and I'm going to be calling this meeting to order. And so I'll ask Craig to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So attending are Commissioners Duncan, Brooks, and Filios. Do we have any conflicts of interest?
Nope.
Hearing none. Okay, changes to the agenda.
Yes, item 7A will be continued to, or moved to March 12th.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay, I don't think we need a motion there, do we?
No.
No, okay. All right then. So the first item on our agenda are deliberations, potential action item, case number MSF 20-0001, Walking Horse Estates, a request by Walking Horse Partner LLC for a final subdivision approval of a preliminary approved 10-lot residential subdivision in case number MSP 19-0005 on approximately 51 acres in the rural zone. Vlad?
Good morning, Commissioners. For the record, Vlad Finkel with the County Community Development. As you just stated, this is a final subdivision approval of a 10-lot residential subdivision. It's located just east of Athol. It consists of 51 acres in the rural zone. As you may recall, last fall, on October 17th, I believe, the applicant received preliminary approval for this project. It consists of 10 5-acre parcels, and it includes the extension of an existing public road, Walking Horse Road, which will be extended to the north property boundary line of the parent parcel of this plat. Based on review of all the comments that we received from agencies and the applicant, we believe that all the conditions from the preliminary order have been met or will be met with the appropriate bonding in place with the highway district because the road will be dedicated to them. The applicant does have an an active site disturbance permit for the stormwater improvements on this property, and we believe that once it's platted, the road should be completed shortly after that. We don't see any issues with them moving forward to final plat.
Okay, any questions? Okay, I have one or two. Is there a single point of ingress and egress?
Correct, and that would be located on the, my pointer doesn't work, but it would be located on the west property line of the parent parcel, and it's a 51-acre parcel.
So it's a 51-acre parcel, 10 lots.
Yes.
Why was there no, and I don't know if you can answer this, why did the highway district not insist on a second egress?
That's a good question. The code requires that if you do have lots that exceed 25, if you have a subdivision that exceeds 25 lots, you shall have a second access or a second emergency access. But because this is only 10 lots, they actually do have the road extended all the way up to the north property line. And then this will, from what I understand in the past, this will serve as emergency access in the future, because I believe the intent is to move forward with subdivision to the north.
They own that area to the north?
Yes, correct, sir, right. So they're only obligated to have one point
Okay.
of access up to 25 lots.
All right, okay, that's interesting. Okay. Any other questions?
Nope.
All right. I noticed on the, did you get any public comment?
We don't take public comments for final plat.
For
It's to
final
merely
plat, it's
confirm that they
preliminary.
have complied with
Yeah.
conditions.
Okay. That's it for me.
Okay.
Motion?
I move that we approve case number MSF 20-0001, which is Walking Horse Estates, for their final subdivision approval.
I second the motion.
Bill Brooks.
Aye.
Commissioner Duncan.
Aye.
Chairman Philios.
Aye, and the motion is carried. Okay, so item number 7 has been continued, and it doesn't look as though we have anything else on our agenda. I'm, Craig?
I would like to introduce
Oh,
Craig
okay.
Davidson. He's our code enforcement official, and you will be having a fair amount of communication, dialogue, I assume, in the future. Just wanted to put a face with the name and introduce you all to him.
Now,
Coach, and shake your hands?
Is this?
I certainly
is this-
met Craig.
Is this the one that John was talking about having come on?
No.
This
Okay,
is,
I just
this
wanna be
is
clear.
code
Code enforcement.
enforcement.
Yeah, not building
I know.
staff.
And the other one was inspection?
Was
Yes.
Building
Right.
inspector
Okay.
plans
Right.
reviewer,
I'm
yes.
figuring it
I
out.
know.
And I've met Craig, and I've been very pleased. We've had a few interactions, and
Craig
We should-
receives a lot of complaints about site disturbance for development. And so once we approve these types of things,
Mhm.
when construction actually
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. What did you do before this?
Well, quick bio if you'd like.
Yeah.
Sure,
I-
please.
If you-
First of all, I gotta let you know I'm a Bronco and Vandal country. So, graduated from Boise State University. Shortly thereafter, I entered my military career. Spent a career in the military between active duty Army and the Idaho Army National Guard.
okay.
I completed my career there successfully and did some interesting things.
What did you do in the military?
I was an airborne ranger for a while, then I went along the,
So was my son.
which path?
He was second and third, and he was in Recon Rangers for 16 years.
Nice.
Anyway, he retired
Thank you for his.
in one piece.
Go Army. Army Navy game wasn't so good
I'm
last
sorry,
year.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Anyhow, and then I went back into public service when I left service. I worked for 2 municipalities at that point in code compliance. One I was a supervisor of the code enforcement division in the city of Nampa, Idaho, southwestern Idaho. Then I had the opportunity to go into law enforcement, which I did so for about 5 years as a police officer and a detective. And I decided, I enjoyed it, but I really would rather do something else.
Where'd you do that?
Pardon?
The law enforcement, where?
Baker City, Oregon.
Oh, okay.
Right, so eastern Oregon.
Mhm.
And then from there, I moved to Maui for a couple of years, thought maybe eventually retire there. Then found out 2 things. One, I miss the mountains in Idaho. 2, I don't like being hot all the time.
Mhm.
So relocated, I had some family on the west side of Washington, went to Leavenworth, Washington, lived there for a while, worked for Chelan County in the code compliance division, and then had the opportunity to move back to Idaho. And that, years ago, I had 42 to 44 counties in Idaho. I was a crime victim case manager, so I said, someday I want to get back up to northern Idaho, live there. It's God's country. So here I am. And I have-
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Wonderful, what a great career.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. And everybody goes, I get the comments, you have a thankless job. And really, I don't look at it that way. So based on my background, there's 2 things I want to affirm and reassure you folks of. And one of them is, I really believe in protecting the values we have as property owners and property rights. I understand under the 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 5th Amendments of the Constitution very well. I've operated most of my time span as a professional in that environment. It's always been my intent never to violate those rights. Always keep in mind the threshold, and I can guarantee you, myself or any of my folks who work with me, will not take any means to involuntarily violate those.
Mhm.
Secondly, well, just to illustrate a point, I was out on a site visit last Friday. I was invited by the property owner. Drove up my vehicle, parked my vehicle on the public right of way. Fortunately, this was a place that wasn't like Highway 97 where I could park my vehicle on the public right of way. I acknowledged who I was. I said, "Are you so-and-so?" He said, "Yes, I am." I said, "I stand on the edge of the property." I said, "Is it okay to enter?" He said, "Sure, come on up." So it was just a site inspection on him. He was accused of living in a habitation of a dwelling that was a storage unit. I said, "Do you care if I take pictures?" He says, "No, go ahead." I says, "Great." He goes, go ahead, go on in." I could stand at the threshold, see what I needed to see. I says, "I don't need to enter, thank you." We took care of it, he's compliant, everything worked out. So I guess the bottom line I'm trying to convey is, I know you received a letter a couple days ago from a
Yeah.
gentleman.
Mhm.
Okay, and anyhow,
I resolved that issue. There's a couple things he pointed out which were good, some processes.
And it was this same individual?
Yes.
Okay.
This morning, he sent me an email, said, someday I want to meet you, have a cup of coffee with you, let's talk.
That's the way to do it.
So I'm pragmatically oriented towards resolution. We have, if we can take care of it informally, we'll do it. It's not that I want to act as a long arm of the law, it's more of like voluntary compliance. And that's one of the things I say code compliance division, because that enforcement thing, it has a negative connotation. Additionally, like somebody says, well, you got a problem. Problem? No, we just have a challenge because we can overcome challenges. It's a mindset. So when you get those, and you will, obviously, but I just want you to know from my perspective, my personal philosophy, having done this for many, many years in different scopes, it's what we want voluntary compliance. And you know, you've got the tools here, you need to bring that eventually. We had one come up January 2008 was the recording of that NLV selling his property. He had a sawmill on it, not allowed. And he's like, I'm selling it, I got a closing date. I says, you get that sawmill out of here, I don't care if it's Saturday, Sunday, I'll come out and inspect. We'll make sure you make the closing date. So look, everything's good.
It's,
So, do you have any questions for me, or concerns or comments?
No, you covered quite a bit. I think we're privileged to have you, Craig.
absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to have you.
Yep.
It's a privilege to serve here, and I just gotta say, is every jurisdiction I've worked in, and I'm just gonna air it out, this is the best I've ever seen as far as cross communication with staff. I can go to Mary, I can go to the building official, we work together, collaborate, we got a great group of planners, and it's pretty refreshing. It's been a long time since I could say that I actually enjoyed looking forward to going to work. So, attitude reflects leadership, and that's where we're at.
Good to know.
So,
Thank you very much.
Good bio. How long were you on active duty?
about 7 years, then I came back to Idaho, went to work for the state of water, and
Did you deploy
I've deployed several times.
to Afghanistan?
All kinds of interesting places.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I get it.
Some sandboxes, I don't care to go, a lot of jungle stuff. It was fun.
For someone who doesn't like the heat, huh? And the humidity to boot.
Well, that's the other thing, that age factor.
I'm doing the
Oh,
age.
certain-
Okay. Anyway, thank you again.
Thank you, appreciate it, thank you, Commissioner.
Public comment? None. 9:13, meeting adjourned. Thank you so much, everyone.